Eotrope. Where have you been? And why have you come back now? I'm sorry. It's just, I wasn't prepared to see my sister like that. It's a shame your big moment was spoiled. But now that the match has been decided, there's nothing for it but to prepare. As a former heavyweight fighter, Eotrope's more than a cut above everyone you've faced thus far. Even so, having seen how quickly you've climbed up the ranks to become champion, I reckon you're far from overmatched. As Nayuni mentioned, Eotrope, or rather, Wicked Thunder, harnesses the Levinsteed soul and employs electrope in battle. Her ring's a recreation of an imaginary city designed to allow her the full use of her powers. Her bouts are notoriously so dangerous that there isn't even seating for spectators. And while she's my sister, I'm your second. So you go out there, K'nekotein, and you win this.
Both magic and machina. She's a witch for a new age, the wondrous Wicked Thunder!
But I must have your soul!
Wicked Thunder has returned to the ring!
Electrope's potential. Electrope has many uses. Watch and learn!
Ooh, look at that massive cannon! Her skills are as sharp as ever.
one needs wings, one needs simply make them.
She's great wings! Ha! How wickedly divine! They're back on their feet! What creatures?
How's this?
Oh my! The challenger went down hard. They're still in it! But for how long?
I'll erase you.
Dear, the challenger's fallen out of the ring.
Be gone.
And they're done! Is it over already? Even I felt that one! Oh! But the challenger's still standing!
No choice but to withdraw.
In a shocking turn of events, Wicked Thunder has fled the ring! Our unstoppable upstart is victorious! It's all over. Until next time.
You're safe, thank goodness. But for you to actually triumph, it seems you have the stuff to succeed even in the upper divisions. I was hoping to have a word with Eotrope, but she's disappeared again. There's nothing else to do for now, so let's head back to the gym.
The other day at work.
Nayuni will have watched the fight at home. I wonder what she thought of, well, everything. Come on, let's head in.
I'm relieved you're unharmed, K'nekotein. But what a shock it was to see Eotrope again, and in that manner.
What are you doing here? Well, no matter. I'm not here to fight you, but to talk to my sisters.
Good, because we have a mountain of questions for you. Why did you disappear without a word? What exactly have you been doing all this time?
I'll explain everything in due course. But if you want to live, Yaana, you need to give up fighting right now.
What? Why?
Because if you repeatedly transfigure your flesh with a feral soul, you'll eventually develop psychonecrosis, an irreversible disease where your own soul degrades. Once it's begun, it's too late. All you can do is await death, like me.
This can't be true. I knew there were risks, but isn't that why fighters are immortalized? So we can get out before it's too late?
Yaana, have you ever met one of the immortalized? The life of comfort promised at retirement is just a lie woven to exploit us and cover up our deaths.
But I remember them all. How can that be if they are dead?
Rather than to new homes, the fighters are taken to a secret facility. There, Their regulators are removed, and they are kept in confinement until they die. Without their regulators fitted, Everkeep's systems have no way of detecting their death, nor of preserving their memory. I had noticed changes to my body, and so decided to seek the counsel of the immortalized. And when I snuck into the president's office to ascertain their whereabouts, I discovered the sordid truth. I feared I would become another victim if I remained. And so I disappeared, and began searching for a cure to the illness.
Did you find one?
In theory, the remedy is another person's soul, but an ordinary one won't do. No, it has to be surpassingly dense. Like yours. I bear you no ill will, but you're my only hope of survival. Rather than ambush you in the city and cause a disturbance, I challenged you in the ring, certain I would claim my prize. I knew the president wouldn't pass by the opportunity for a thrilling match, but I had become weaker than I'd realized. That's the only reason we're having this conversation now. Next time, I will have your soul.
Wait, Eotrope. Even if it's to save yourself, you can't just take the soul of another. It isn't right.
That's easy for you to say. You don't live with the knowledge that, every single moment, your soul is being eaten away.
Forgive my intrusion. I'd come to see how you were faring after your sister's sudden appearance, but I fear I have overheard something most distressing.
So you didn't know either? Despite your position in Ascension Arcadia.
Had I known, I assure you I would not commentate with such enthusiasm. It was in the belief that our fighters were safe that I enjoyed my work.
There's only one thing to do, we make the truth public and stop the fights. I don't want anyone else to suffer.
Oh no, that is the worst thing we could possibly do. The president shows no mercy to those who get in his way. Should we go public with his secret, no one would be safe. Not you or me or any of the fighters. That Eotrope has kept silent, I suspect, is because she understood this.
I suppose you're right.
In hindsight, it's because he's such a ruthless man that he could cover up the disease. I believe we have but one recourse. K'nekotein, you must rise to the very summit of the Arcadion and become the Grand Champion. You see, the Grand Champion is granted access to all the souls in our repository. While it wouldn't be the intended purpose of this privilege, you would be at liberty to release them. By thus getting rid of all feral souls left, the fighters would no longer be at risk. With the skill you have displayed thus far, I have faith that you can do it. Good. Now, it would garner suspicion if I linger too long, so I shall take my leave. If you'll excuse me.
As you'll recall, I can't fight in any matches for a while, and given what I know now, it's just as well. But I'll of course continue to support you as best I can. At the same time, Yaana and I'll undertake our own search for a cure for psychonecrosis. There has to be a way to save our sister without sacrificing you, or anyone else, for that matter. To be honest, I'm still trying to wrap my head around everything. I put on a brave face for Yaana's sake, but the truth is I'm terrified. I'm really glad to have you with us in this. This has become more than just a fighting competition, but for the sake of our goal, we'll have to go along with it. So come and find me here when it's time to begin your cruiserweight campaign. Ah, there is our new light heavyweight champion. I have been most eager to talk to you, my friend.
I believe a proper introduction is in order. My name is Gabro, and I am a cartoonist, that is, a storyteller in the medium of art. Most of my works are inspired by the battles in the Arcadion, and I'd love nothing more than to chronicle the journey of the unstoppable upstart. Now, I still have some few preparations to attend to. But as soon as that is finished, I should be most obliged to hear your tales.
Gabro's works are tremendously popular in Solution 9, and the fact that he wants to make a story about you is proof of your own popularity. You could do worse than have a chat with him. Hey, K'nekotein. Yaana and I will look into an alternative cure for psychonecrosis as best we can. In the meantime, you should focus on preparing for the cruiserweight division. It's filled with fearsome fighters, and I want you in peak condition when you face them.